Hello. Like I've told Instagram, I just haven't told TikTok yet. But for now, I am making one last cooking video. For now, it's just temporary until I can figure some other things out. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make a rice dish with quinoa. I don't pronounce it right, and I'm sorry. And I'm also going to make black beans. And hold, please. Found the olive oil. But I had put it back in the pantry after I was done with it last, but nope. But I like to toast my rice. Olive oil has been added. I mean, it's not exactly a rice dish because I'm going to actually put the rice and quinoa and the black beans actually in the burritos. And I'm actually warming up my olive oil a little bit. So, the oil is ready to pour some rice. There's the rice. That's how much I have left over for later. Because I might do something else with the rice later. I just don't know exactly what. And this is my spoon I'm using for my rice. The rice is ready for, I prefer chicken stock for my rice. Like I said, my rice spoon. This is my least favorite thing to cook, by the way, is rice. But I'm actually going to probably use all of the chicken stock because I'm cooking the rice and quinoa together. Another stir. And then, give me a moment. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I love adding butter to my rice while it's cooking. I need to go get a new butter. My butter fell out of my hand and into a pan that I have, but that way people don't correct me. New butter. But I have a knife somewhere. Oh, here's my knife that I was looking for. But I love putting butter in rice while it's cooking. And it's unsalted butter. And butter, there it goes. I'm gonna let the butter melt down a little bit, and then I'm gonna add the quinoa. And I'm gonna start again with my rice. My pan didn't feel like it was heating up, but it is. I got people complain that I was using my slow cooker, and I usually use my slow cooker for my rice because it turns out perfect, but it is what it is. But now I'm going to go ahead and add the quinoa. I don't like the smell of this quinoa, but I'm pretty sure it'll taste good after it's cooked. And let's go ahead and get that. Like I said, this is my rice spoon, but I did put the quinoa in there with the rice, so I'm gonna use the same spoon. Now I'm just gonna let that cook. Now let's go ahead and get the beans opened. Beans. One can open. 2 cans. And here's the second can. I will be right back. I need to drain and rinse these. And now we're gonna take those beans that were drained and rinsed off. We're gonna go ahead and take them and dump them over here in my pot or pan, and they're in. And now I got my fancy potato masher finally out of storage. I smash them as much as I possibly can before actually cooking them.
Where's the toilet paper?
Sorry about that. But back to my beans. I try to make them smushed as much as possible. But I do like a little bit of chunkiness to my refried beans that I make from scratch. But, so yeah, almost the way I like it. Okay. That's the way I like it. If you can see that, that's my refried beans. But now I'm gonna cook them and show you what else I add to this. But I gotta dice an onion first. And onions I hate dicing because they do make me cry, but hold on. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the butter to the beans. I'm actually adding more unsalted butter. More. It looks like a lot of butter, but it's really not. And that's what makes my refried greens the best. And I'm actually adding garlic powder to my beans. And that's what I always add to them. Hold on, I had to pop my hand off the rice. And they're starting to look like my refried beans that I always add. That I always make, I should say. I'm gonna go ahead and move that. People would probably complain about that. Nice one put away. The black beans have been freed off my stove. And now we're dropping the onion that I cut. Don't worry, my hands were clean. Now let's go ahead and stir that up. And now and it's chunky like I like a little bit, and nice and smooth like my husband likes. So that's what it looks like. And you'll see more of it when I food prep the burritos that this is going on. And now let's go ahead and warm up some tortillas on my stove. And I'm doing one at a time, of course, of warming them up. My pan, Avi doesn't have. Alright, got my warm tortilla beans on the bottom, which my tortilla is there. There's the, I don't think you can see it, but there's the bean mixture on top of that tortilla. Cheese. There's the cheese. And now the rice and quinoa mixture. And I don't think you can see it, but that's what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and roll it. My rolling is not perfect. And there's the rolled burrito. And now, I don't think you can see, but I'm starting to roll the aluminum foil. I do not have plastic wrap, I'm going to double wrap this with aluminum foil. And there's burritos, one burrito down. And now burrito number 2. Beans on. The cheese, of course. And we're going to go ahead and roll it. The second burrito is done. First up, second wrap burrito. And I will be back when I have them all wrapped. And here's the finished beans, rice, and cheese burritos. And I will be making more food prep with burritos as well today. So, but I got 6 of the bean and cheese and rice burritos. So yeah, there's my watch for my next video.